Hey everyone, today we're back in the weekly pack. This weekly pack is pretty cool. There's not much scaling that's available. There's the baboon and the skeleton dog, tier 3 scalers. That's pretty much it. There's starfish, there's Hawaiian monk seal to help give some health to some pets, and there's team spirit, which you can utilize, decently well, especially if you're pivoting to higher tier units and getting that permanent scaling in the shop phase. And then there's a few self-scalers, one being the bison. We all know the bison, right? The other self-scaler is one that might not be considered too often. It shows up every now and then, and I think everybody knows how the story goes. I'm sure it's in the title and thumbnail. I don't know why I'm avoiding saying it. I guess I'm just building up to it. It is, thought we were going to hit the level up there. It is the Barnacle. We were supposed to hit the Barnacle on the level up there. The timing was going to be perfect. What are you going to do? So the Barnacle is very unique in that you cannot roll. So if you can't roll, you typically can't spend all your gold. So one of the effective strategies, or one of the most effective strategies, is just getting multiple Barnacles. 5 is ideal. I'd say at least 3+ Barnacles going. And then simply just stop playing the game. Hit end turn every time. Sure, if there's some stuff in the item shop or if a pet shows up, you can certainly buy it. And not right on cue. There it is. So I go ahead and end turn. Typically on these turn 2 and 3 level ups hitting the Barnacle, I'll usually just take a Barnacle if I don't like the other pet. And then I won't roll, just like I did, get it to 1.5. But then I won't commit to the Barnacle. I will simply just try to find another, stack it, take the level up, sell it off, move on. Now, here's where things change. When you already have a 1.5 Barnacle and another one shows up, I actually take the level up. That's crazy. My mind is blown right now. So you can tell at this point, I'm not even thinking Barnacle game. I've done this before. I actually got a 5 of a kind done on a previous weekly pack. It was really fun. It was really fun not playing the game, I'm going to be honest. Especially when you consider certain builds like the Ostrich roll build. You consider buy-sell teams with See an Enemy and Mana Ray with the money generation. You can get some runs that are so long. I'd say a typical run for me is about 12 minutes, it seems like. I'm not sure, but it seems like 12 minutes is decent as we roll into another Barnacle. So this is a clear sign. I think we've only rolled once this turn, but that's a clear sign of, okay, next turn I bring the Barnacle in, I don't roll, I let the Barnacles start going. Hopefully another Barnacle will eventually show up. Maybe not. I don't know. Totally lost my train of thought on what I was rambling about as that Barnacle showed up. Maybe we'll get back to it. Maybe not. Who knows? What are you going to do? I have a lot of these sayings that I think I've been slowly repeating them more and more. They're sayings I say in my everyday life a lot. Had a friend towards the end of college and when I graduated and was living with, when I was working actually in San Diego. I was working in San Diego, graduated from college there. And he had all these just funny little sayings, some of them were or a lot of them were from like movies and TV shows, like quotes and stuff. But yeah, he, between, let's see, Sopranos, Curb Your Enthusiasm, everything in between, he would quote. So that's where a lot of those little sayings and stuff come from. And I felt like at a certain point we had a different language going on. So I decided to take a chickpea, which makes sense because it gets some scaling, getting back into the run here. And I don't want to roll. So yeah, just take the egg. Hopefully something shows up in the shop. This was the turn that I needed a Barnacle to show up. I'm very sad that I stacked the Barnacle in the beginning, but it did allow for our Barnacle to get to level 3 quick. It's getting more stats in the end. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. We do still have the Bluebird, which is helping give some stats as well. We got the Mana Toy for a turn. Now we chickpea into a Chimera. Now we can use the mana. So, pretty funny how it all works out. And yeah, good level up showing up in the shop. Don't care about him. Don't care about him. Oh yeah, I remembered my point. Jeez, I am all over the place right now. So I was saying that the average Super Auto Pets run, at least for me, I think is around 12, maybe 13 minutes. This run here, I believe, is about 8 minutes. So that really shows you the speed. as I start a turn and I just stare at the shop, not moving. I promise you I'm engaged in these games. I usually don't stop games like halfway or like take pauses. If I start a game, I'm hammering through it, partly because I know I'm creating content with it, so I don't want to have to edit these in between and whatnot. Let's see, the sea anemone teams or like the ostrich roll teams, I believe those runs get up to like 25 minutes per run. So it's a very big, very wide range in Super Auto Pets. You think, oh, I'll just play one quick game. Well, it depends what kind of team you're building. So yeah, check this out. Cotton Candy, a couple mammoths show up. It's super tempting. We have the Hawaiian Monk Seal to help our barnacles get extra health. If more Cotton Candy shows up, we can balance out the attack. And the mammoths just give more stats to our barnacles, more chance for the barnacles to survive an attack and get the Hawaiian Monk Seal buff. It's all I really care about in these runs. And I will say, because I know we're going to get there, these barnacles are going to get big. And whenever I'm doing a scaling team like this, my whole goal, I want to get the pets to 50-50, right? I think everybody loves that. Nice round number. It looks good. It feels good. And that's the goal. After I get the pets to 50-50, then I'll try to do something with it. So I do it a lot with Praying Mantis. I'll run Praying Mantis with a monkey, just absolute cringo scalo mantis spam. But it's with the goal of when I get that mantis to 50-50, I'll transform it into a higher tier pet, usually into a very strong pet that can utilize those stats. And essentially, I'm just trying to solo carry the game from there on. And yeah, the mantis was solo carrying to that point, but at a certain point, it definitely will fall off, especially if you're not scaling the rest of your team. So that's my justification for Mantis. Nobody can convince me that can convince me of anything else. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's get back into it. These barnacles, it's just the same old thing. We got the monk seal to 1.5. Very small chance we get the mammoth or the monk seal to level 2 in this whole run, right? Finding the things you need in the shop, just boom, right there. Lollipop, radish. Oh my gosh, I almost rolled. And I think it's hilarious. I bought the sausage roll earlier because I was like, ooh, we can get extra gold. And not thinking that like we're not going to roll once. So those rolls that I built up, I think we have 4 free rolls. And yeah, we should have those for the rest of the game. And you see the stats. The stats combined with the equipment. I mean, there's really no beating it at this point in the weekly. Maybe if you had a skeleton dog and baboon and you scaled a very high tier pet, obviously a tier 6 pet, because after turn 11 it's going to keep getting that scaling for the rest of the game. I do that in the bonus clips, so I guess this is an intro to the bonus clips. And there are some insanely strong teams that if you do not disrupt them, there is 0 chance to beat them. And yeah, just kind of flexing the power of the weekly pack. I usually do it late in the weekly. It's like, all right, let's find what's just ridiculously powerful. And yeah, it's all about the German Shepherd this week. The German Shepherd, there's some other summon support units, as well as the summon pets you use with it, and other pets. Not necessarily summon pets, but pets that go well with the build. So here we go, Chimera Kitsune. Can we power through Unicorn Pack's strongest build? Well, they only have 18 attack. We have 43. They have 33 health. We one-shot them all. What an easy cleanup, easy victory. And hey, we almost got the mammoth to 3, and we got our monk seal to 2. So I guess I was wrong. And yeah, I didn't do it once. I did it twice. It's kind of tough picking which run would be the main run because they were all so similar. But yeah, we'll fast forward this one. We're going to do some rapid fire in the bonus clips here. We have a ton of bonus to get through. So like I said, with the German Shepherd and kind of some of those meta summon teams and just some random teams as well. You know, I play this game most of the time with the mentality of you take what is presented to you. It's very hard to force builds, especially with the current state of custom pack and wild packs. If you play those, it's just filled with very broken teams. And I know it seems like content creators, we say this every iteration of the game, right? Every time there's an update, it's like, oh, they nerfed Axolotl, Elephant Seal, the game's in a great spot. And then a week later, it's like, oh, custom packs is broken right now. Well, yeah, the meta always just shifts to that next broken thing. And then, of course, new things are discovered, and a lot of times interactions that weren't intended are discovered, and it's up to the developers to come up with fixes and implement those fixes. A lot of time those fixes don't come quick, so we're left with multiple weeks, maybe even months, of the game at a certain state and people exploiting certain builds. So, alright, here we go. I've killed enough time. It is now time for the German Shepherd. We're done with the Barnacle. We get to play the game again. Yay! Look at all this stuff happening on the screen. Isn't it exciting? The German Shepherd. So the baboon is the easiest scaler for the German Shepherd. The skeleton dog works amazing as well. You just gotta hope you don't get sniped. So if like you run into a bunch of vulture teams, you got a skeleton dog, it's sniping your backline, or you run into some phoenixes, octopus like this team, you might not get your scaling. The baboon just ensures you get it. And check out what I got cooking here. German Shepherd, Sea Turtle. So we get the attack, we get the health, level 3 Sea Turtle. Our summons are getting multiple attacks on units. You see that team had a wolf, we had a wolf. Our pigs were so much larger. I mean, I love that. When you have a very similar team to someone else, but you're slightly getting the edge on them with the trades. Kind of like that battle. We almost won it out, ended up getting the draw, and we're not finding any levels on the German Shepherd, it looks like, but we're buying the Yggdrasil fruits, we're buying the things we need, so as long as the levels come later, I think we're going to be okay. And you see we're starting to get sniped. That's the scary thing. If we get disrupted, it could be devastating, but the fact that we have multiple Yggdrasil fruits, we have a wolf, even if 1 or 2 things get sniped, it's not a big deal, especially our flea in the front. If our flea gets sniped, we really don't care about that because we have so many summons. But you see there, Yggdrasil fruit gets overridden, our pig gets sniped. It's a very, very close battle. So you're kind of on the knife's edge with this. Is that the saying? Oh man, why do I question all these sayings? I have my go-to sayings, and then I have the sayings that like just come up every now and then. I try to roll with it, but I just absolutely lose confidence halfway through the saying, even though I'm pretty sure it's right. And then I just totally lose hope and lose faith. Once I start losing confidence, it all goes downhill. It's just, I'm sure you can tell in some videos when I start leaking confidence, it's just, I feel kind of sad for myself sometimes, but I'm like, you must power through. If you cannot power through this, then you'll have to go back, edit, re-record, redo this. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nobody got time for that. So here we go, another German Shepherd team. Is that right? Yes, that's right. This is a different team. Now we have both Skeleton Dog and Baboon. Probably planning on selling one of them eventually, but looking at the team, it really doesn't need to. The fact that the Yggdrasil fruit's there and we just have 1 summon unit in the wolf is more than enough for this team. And you see it here. Look at those big old piggies. Sea Turtle, so unnecessary right now, but you can see I statted it up a bit. So if we can find the levels later, I guess maybe level 2, maybe our piggies can get 2 trades. We'll see. We'll see what our little piggies can do. And look at that, not even concerned with the wolf. At this point, I probably only want German Shepherd level. It'd be interesting to see if I'd take Sea Turtle level at this point. Really not doing much. I just thought it's a cool concept, right? You're giving attack and health to your pets. You're using a very low tier summon support unit that doesn't show up too often. Like, in what world is Sea Turtle actually good? Most summon teams, it's like, why not just use Turkey or Amalgamation? You want the attack. And here we go. This is, I was gonna say an ode to the enemy. Yeah, that works. An ode to the enemy. Vulture Flea guy. Haven't seen it in a while. I think they've pivoted to doing some other builds. I think I saw them in wild packs. If you're out there, Vulture Flea guy, we're still thinking about you. I guess you left an imprint on the community. And so every now and then you just gotta remind yourself of the sheer power. Just bringing in the double wolf. Ooh, check that. It's turn 11. We need a tier 6. Actually, we don't need a tier 6. It's only a level 1 baboon, but I guess because I got some stats on the baboon, it looks like I'm being stubborn about selling it. So we bring in the octopus, which is honestly a perfect pet for the flea team as well. I really like using similar type pets. So it's supposed to be a summon team with the vulture, but the vulture snipes, so I like having other snipe pets with it, especially in battle snipes that are going to go off after the flea does its thing. So I really like this team. Long story short, and we get cuckooed. Are they actually going to win this battle? No, we win it, right? It's a draw, we win it. Okay. Wow, I went back and forth a lot there. The Cuckoo is going to make an appearance upcoming here. That's going to be the next bonus clips, kind of showing off the meta here, and then showing off more of the grind and some of the more specialized teams that I was trying to get done, more of the teams that you might not see too often. Although, I feel like Cuckoo in weekly packs is becoming more and more common, especially with all the hurt pets we see. It's a strong combo. If you get it going, you just gotta get it just right? You gotta make sure that you're gonna be clearing room on the enemy team so the Cuckoos are gonna spawn, and then ensuring that your hurt pets are gonna trade with the Cuckoos, and yeah, everything's gotta go smoothly. So what do we got going here? 9 trophies, 1 heart. It's only a level 1 vulture on their team, but their units are massive. We sniped their vulture. It is not even close. Was that a small one? How'd that small one show up? Did we get a popcorn from a radish and then get a small one? That's pretty cool. I did not notice that when I was playing or editing clips. And here we go. It is Durty Rat. So before we get to Cuckoo, I was either looking for Durty Rat or Cuckoo. The good thing about Durty Rat, it's a tier 2 pet. It has a 3-6 base stat line. It's the highest base stat tier 2 pet. Shout out Troubadour, Sap Jeopardy. I don't know if that's ever been a question, but I just thought of Sap Jeopardy in talking about this. And yeah, we take the level up on turn 9. Neither of those pets interest us. We're done with the German Shepherd. I'm looking for hurt pets. And yeah, there's a hurt pet sitting right in front of my face. There it is, the Triceratops. So I'd assume I'm going to just sell the Team Spirit, bring in the Triceratops, probably keep the Skeleton Dog. Skeleton Dog over time, even though it's still level 1, will give more stats than the Team Spirit. And then I can feed the Gelada, sell the Gelada if I want to, and bring something else in. Maybe just bring the Team Spirit back after that and look to level up Triceratops. And the Fortune Cookie Fairy Armadillo. Check that. The Radish Fairy Armadillo, such a strong pet, such a strong combo. There's Lollipop sitting right there too, so you get your Fairy Armadillo big enough, you lollipop it. My buddy Sneaky Brusk, I was like, why did I lollipop a 9-10 stat line? We're getting geladas, we're getting pears. Oh, I love pears so much. In game, real life, pears are kind of mid to me. I guess if they're used in like a nice dish, like a good I can't think of a single pear dish off the top of my head. I was gonna try to be some snobby like, oh, if you make it with this dish and then I don't know. I've completely lost the plot here. We're approaching the 20-minute mark or so. This is about where I cap out on commentary, but I think we got about 10 minutes or so to go. So we're hanging in there. Did I just see that right? Our Gelada, we hit a chickpea on, and we got a bison. Now, we don't have a tier 3 on the team, but converting a sleeping Gelada, which is essentially just a dead unit at that point, to a level 2 self-scaler, yeah, we just need to find more rats or more fairy armadillos, get us to level 3, and it's on. We're going. I didn't think it was going to be a bison video at all. Yeah, I lied. It's all about the bison. Thought I was going to throw the okra on the Triceratops. Would have been devastating. Would have lost the trigger. I've done that with certain runs, and I'm like, what are you doing? Come on. Got a blackberry from the Skeleton Dog Radish. That's pretty cool. Yeah, even if our Triceratops gets sniped, at least the rat and the Durty Rats will give our Fairy Armadillo a trigger. Let's see if I'm keeping an eye out for a lollipop. There it is. I should definitely hit it, right? Oh, what a miss. There's another one. Oh, what a missed opportunity. But you see, nothing really has high attack. So if nothing, part of my thought is if other things don't have high attack, you really don't need high attack. I think health is so much more valuable in the game. So I'm very hesitant to do the swaps sometimes. But you can tell now I'm looking for a lollipop. Please hit it. Please hit it. Please hit it. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. I can't. Apparently I don't know. Okay, we freeze the lollipop. There's some redemption. Some final redemption. And it's probably not even going to matter because... Oh, we have 4 hearts. We could lose. Yeah, I don't think we're losing here. Easy cleanup for the win. GG's. So, yeah, Durty Rat, really good. What else can we do? Well, before we get there, actually, we are going to hit some transforms. Pretty interesting when you get a very high statted pet and then you decide to hit some transforms on it. I have an open slot on the team, so I should be buying something else as I freeze the Triceratops. But instead, we just hit a couple chickpeas and we end up with a guinea pig. That's kind of underwhelming. 9 trophies, 1 heart. I guess I was just looking for something. Trying to think of like what tier 2 pet would have been good there. I guess there's probably a couple. If anything, it would just be like a Thunderbird, right? And we barely lose. That was unfortunate. That was kind of a random clip. Now we get into the Cuckoo. It was supposed to be Durty Rat into Cuckoo. I don't know where that little clip came from. It's definitely from this weekly pack. It's that clip is more similar to the final bonus clip where it's not necessarily a specific synergy I'm trying to run. It's just take what the game gives you. I think that's the most natural way to play the game. And it's what I recommend most people to play the game. You know, you take your turn 3 level up. Instead of being like, oh, I hope I get this pet. You see both pets and you're like, oh, I can make something work with this. Let's see what we find later. And you just roll with it. So, the Cuckoos. Here we go. I thought, let's see if we can get an interesting combo going. And that combo is Cuckoo Kraken. So if you're running Cuckoo with hurt pets, you want to have the health. Kraken reduces the health. It just doesn't make sense. But here's the thought. We reduce the health of everybody. We use the Cuckoo to get our triggers. And they're only going to be 1 damage Cuckoo chicks, right? So we're not going to be taking a lot of damage. And then we use our hurt pets to replenish our stats. So let's see if we can get there. We got to 9 trophies with 4 or 5 hearts. It was a very, very strong run, a very high tempo run. And then I started leveling stuff up. And our scaling all happens in battle. And we started facing the higher tier pets. And things got scary. Things got very scary. So then I was like, okay, now I need to just put melons and ochre on the back line. I need to put steaks on the front line. Hope I can just get favorable trades. Was that a draw? We start getting draws. I mean, we have a level 2 basically base stat Firefly, right? The steak doesn't KO the fairy armadillo. They even have a tarantula hawk. So look how low the health is on everything. The Cuckoo chicks are actually going to KO our camel. Our camel that has 11 attack would have perfectly traded with the octopus. Oh my gosh, what a disaster this is. We take more damage from the Cuckoos and it's a draw again. You do not want to draw when you have these teams. You can see I'm pushing the levels. So now we have level 3 Kraken, pushing to level 3 Triceratops. Yeah, we just don't have the health to make the favorable trades at this point. Goes down to 1 heart, and at this point, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. It's very rare in a run that you get to 9 trophies with 4 or 5 hearts, and you just lose out. Usually the run is so strong at that point that in the next 4 or 5 matchups that you have those hearts for, you're bound to get at least 1 favorable matchup. At least one, just give me at least 1 poop team that doesn't know what they're doing. Please. But the sap gods were like, nah. Not today, Brusk. You deserve to lose this run. No Cuckoo chick for you. You got the Durty Rat. That's good enough. So We're gonna ride off into the sunset with this final bonus clip. Like I mentioned, it is about taking what the game gives you. So if you've hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this weekly pack. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.
You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on loop. I used to respect you, thought I was enough. Yeah, feels like half a century ago. Cause you keep coming back after telling me off, without even feeling sorry between goodbye and hello again. Thought we could grow again, how about no again, again and again. I'm trying to tell you we can't be friends, struggling to comprehend that we broke up and ended again and again and again. And I'm getting busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy, girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and round. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on loop. Yeah, when you're high, you call me like I'm lonely. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you're lying in bed and feeling lonely. I'm tired of being deployed like all I am to you is a pet. You think you own me. I'm nothing but a boy for you to wind up when you wanna pretend to get to know me. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on loop. Like you love JT back in '03, up on MTV on a stage wearing shoes made of diamonds, singing songs about you like a siren. No, I won't be what you seem to need, cause I don't see what you seem to see. Ain't got troops in a crowd all united, ain't got you screaming loud and excited. I can't ever be the Backstreet boy you want me to. I just can't measure up, no, I'm not in sync with the fashion. I ain't got the passion, never gonna be what you want. Backstreet boy you want me to. I just don't dress the part, no, I ain't got Nikes and my hair ain't spiky. And we both know that I can't be your Backstreet boy. like you want CDs from the 90s, like you want Mac Clean, and I can't say to your face I don't want it that way. You seem stuck in the decade that you were born. Open one day you wake up on a tour bus headed to Rome for a Coliseum concert with thousands of crazy fans looking up at the stage at me dancing, knowing I'm your man. I can't ever be the Backstreet boy you want me to. I just can't measure up, no, not in sync with the fashion. I ain't got the passion, never gonna be what you want.